Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1998 Arizona Diamondbacks Revisionist History. Today's matchup is between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers at the Ballpark in Arlington. On the mound for the D-backs today is Pete Schourek, whose record is 5-5 with a 4.14 ERA. And pitching for the Rangers is John Burkett, whose record is 3-7 with a 6.36 ERA. Okay, we broke our 6-game losing streak with a victory yesterday. We got up 6-0. We had 3 solo shots in that ball game, and we were feeling pretty good about ourselves until we actually took out Brian Anderson, who's like kind of become an unsung hero on this team. He's been injured twice this year, and both times he's come back and he's pitched pretty well. So maybe Brian Anderson is this guy who can break losing streaks. But our bullpen, we brought in the newly, what do you call it when you bring somebody up from the minor leagues? We brought up Geraldo Guzman, regardless, and he pitched 1 1/3 and gave up a couple of runs. So I have no idea if Geraldo Guzman is going to be good for us or not, but we're going to give him an extended look. With his rating, he's actually one of the better pitchers on our team. So hopefully he can pitch better than he did yesterday. We have to wrap up the series today versus the Rangers, and there's a day off. So we'll advance to get to the A's series. Before we get started with today's game, we do have another contestant for our duck race as we go to super full screen mode. We added Mark M to the duck race. You can see we now have 9 contestants. Let me give you the rundown really quick. We got Freddie C down here at the bottom, John N, Michael B. We've got Christopher S, Jeremy D, Thomas D, Lying Dog, James K, and Mark M. Those are the 9 contestants. You can be a subscriber and let me know in the comments you want to enter. We will add you to the list. The first place prize, if you don't already know, is a 2022 Leaf Game Day ticket. A ticket from an actual game in which Albert Pujols played. You'll see it right there on the screen. Second place prize is the 2001 Bowman Miguel Cabrera rookie card. It's an error card. It's actually of Denny Batista, who was also a rookie that year. The third place prize is the 1998 Pinnacle Inside Diamondbacks inaugural season can with 1 pack of Pinnacle Inside cards inside the can. We'll open that on Time Travel Tuesday. And the fourth place prize is a 2022 Topps Chrome Refractor of Matt Vierling. It's an autograph card, numbered to 499. So be a subscriber if you want to enter the giveaway. I'll add you to the list of these 9 ducks here. We do have a special thing that we're doing for the first time. For $5, you can get a second duck. So 2 ducks for $5. You can click on the thanks button below and donate $5 to the channel, and I will create a second duck. The way that would look hypothetically is if Mark M did it, it would say Mark M number 2 as in his second duck. That's what I would do to represent a second duck for somebody. So there'd be Mark M and then a Mark M second, number 2, I guess. Okay, and then for a $10 donation, you will automatically be entered into every contest we have until the end of time. We have 3 people who have done that, Freddie C, John N, and Michael B. We appreciate the contributions, and it helps offset some of the costs for the prizes. I think this time around, I've spent probably about $100 on those prizes, so these are some pretty good prizes for the giveaway. Okay. If you have any questions about that stuff, just let me know in the comments. Everything's free. Otherwise, shipping's free. I pay for the prizes. And they will be given away during the 7th inning stretch of Game 80. This is Game 70. If you watched yesterday's game, you got 69. That was Game 69 yesterday. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Pete Schourek. There's Geraldo Guzman. down there, unavailable today. Let's take a look at our lineup. It's the same as yesterday. Bobby Higginson is listed as tired, but we're going to play him anyway. He did hit his 10th home run yesterday, and we do have the day off tomorrow, so why not keep our best players in there, see what we can drum up. We needed like 4 runs at least today. Let's take a look at the in-game, or the season stats. There we go. And we'll do the lineup rundown for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Batting leadoff in left field is Bernard Gilkey. Batting second and DHing is Erubiel DURAZO. Batting third and catching is Pudge Rodriguez. Batting cleanup in right field is Bobby Higginson. Batting fifth at third base is Matt Williams. Batting sixth at first base is Travis Lee. Batting seventh in center field is Rob Ryan. Batting eighth at second base is Todd Walker. And batting ninth is the shortstop, J. Bell. Okay, John Burkett getting the start for the Rangers today. 33-year-old right-hander making his 15th start of the year. I don't really understand what the rotation is doing. They went from the first starter to the fifth starter to the third starter with John Burkett. So they are pitching out of order. I don't know if that's the game doing that or if that's just the way the players are rested currently. He is 3-7 with a 6.36 ERA. That is a career high. 50 strikeouts in 80 2/3 innings, and opponents are batting .310 against him. He's got 1 complete game this year. Fastball topping out at 88 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is pretty low at 31.4%, so he's a fly ball pitcher. His fastball is his best pitch. It's only rated a 79, overall rated a 75. The 33-year-old righty's making big money through the year 2000. Let's take a look at his log. Coming off a pretty good performance against the Padres, he got a no decision. Throwing 7 innings, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits. He did walk 4, though. And then he had lost his previous 2 starts, striking out 8 against San Francisco, and then giving up 10 runs on 11 hits in 1 1/3 innings to the Mariners. That's crazy bad. Okay, let's take a look at the defense for the Rangers. Looks like they have all the regular guys back in there today. Center field was Roberto Kelly. God, that is terrible. And in left field is Rusty Greer. Shortstop Michael Young back in at his regular position. He played right field yesterday. And behind home plate for the 3rd consecutive game in the series is Bill Hasselman. All right, here we go. Bernard Gilkey leading it off with a base hit into left field. When was the last time we started a game with a hit? Single for Gilkey. Erubiel DURAZO, big time slumping now, but down to 203 in his last 20 games. We're going to hit and run. And a base hit to left field. Can Gilkey get to third? He does. Back-to-back singles, off to a good start. We're going to hit and run again. First to third, less than 2 outs. Hitting and running makes sense. And a ground ball to short. That will score Gilkey. DURAZO, since he was running, is safe at second. And it's 1-0 Diamondbacks. All right, did we kill the rally, or could Bobby Higginson drive in a run? Keep in mind, he is listed as tired today. Sleepy, popping it up. First baseman making the catch. It's Will the Thrill. And Matt Williams, he took an 0 yesterday, but he has 8 home runs in the last 20 games. Let's go. I pushed the button. Play. There we go. And something happened. I don't even know. Oh, it's going to be a double. No, it's a single. Sorry. I don't know what the delay is about. We closed out the duck race. Anyway, single by Williams, driving in a run, 2-0. There's Travis Lee, batting .293. Kind of seeing what he's made of. Base hit to right, Williams to third. That is 4 hits in the inning. Nice little 2-out rally going. Rob Ryan, first and third. With 2 outs, you don't hit and run. Striking out. All right. Bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Rangers lineup for today. Batting leadoff at second base is Luis ALICEA. Batting second and DHing is Warren Newsom. Batting third at first base is Will Clark. Batting cleanup in right field is Juan GONZALEZ. Batting fifth at third base is Mike Lamb. Batting sixth and catching is Bill Hasselman. Batting seventh in left field is Rusty Greer. Batting eighth at shortstop is Michael Young. And batting ninth is the center fielder Roberto Kelly. Okay, Pete Schourek. At one point, he was an unsung hero on the team, but he's kind of lost his stuff as he's making his 14th start, 5-5 with a 4.14 ERA, 64 strikeouts in 67 and a third innings, and opponents are batting .300 against him. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 41.4%. His fastball is his best pitch, rated an 86, overall rated an 80. The 29-year-old left-hander is a free agent after the 2002 season. Taking a look at his log, he had that 3-inning relief performance where he had the walk-off home run and got the win. And then against Anaheim, he really struggled despite striking out 8. He gave up 7 hits and a walk, 4 runs against in 6 innings. We'll take a look at our defense. It's all the regular guys. GILKEY in left, Bell at short. Like having T. Lee at first, and behind home plate is Rodriguez. I was going to put Damian Miller back in there today, but I figured with the day off tomorrow, we'll let Rodriguez bat. He's not even listed as tired, so I just don't want to lose our catcher to injury. Here we go, ALICEA leading it off, striking out on 3 consecutive fastballs. Gave him the first one right down the middle, then he put the other 2 right on the corner. 1 down, lefty on lefty, and NEWSON strikes out. That's a good way to start the ball game. This is going to be a little tougher with Will Clark, although he is batting .129 versus lefties. 1-2. Oh, he struck out the side in the first. Wow. We started off the game with a base hit, which almost never happens, and then we had the side struck out by Schourek. Top of the second is Todd Walker. 2-2. There's a blooper. He could use a base hit. It does find a hole. Do we go for 2? We do not. Roberto Kelly, good arm. That is the second hit for Walker since he was traded over to the team. Well, if we have the pitcher spot up next, like normally with Bell, we might just bunt here. But we're hit. I mean, that's the 5th hit against Burkett. Let's just think maybe Bell could come through here. 3-0, and he'll take ball 4. So Burkett not. I mean, this guy clearly is what his ERA says he is. It's first and second, nobody out. We're back to GILKEY. 1 for 1. Start off the game with a single. Up the middle. That could be 2. Well, GILKEY will beat it out. First and third. And another hit and run situation. DURAZO came through the first time. I like hitting and running in these situations instead of going on contact. The problem is the swing and the miss, right? We've gone through that quite a bit. There's a high fly ball to left field. That ought to be deep enough to get Walker in. He will tag and score on his own. And it's 3-0 Diamondbacks. Precisely what happened yesterday. We're going to try to steal here. Burkett doesn't have much of a fastball. And we know Hasselman has a average arm rated an 80. Going on the first pitch, right on the middle. And he's thrown out. Damn it. The only problem with that happening is that can change the momentum pretty quickly. And now I have some concern for Schourek facing Juan, who had the day off yesterday. 1-2. Jammed him inside. Popping it up to Walker. Schourek's been ahead in the count for all 4 batters. There's Mike Lamb, another 1-2 count. He went down and golfed that one to center. Caught by Ryan. And then Bill HASELMAN, batting .317 versus lefties. Pulls it to short. Bell up with it. Guns him down. Top of the 3rd. Here's Pudge Rodriguez, still batting .340. Liner right at the second baseman, ALICEA. They're not getting fooled at the plate, that is for sure. Hickey's driving it to the gap. Is that going to get caught? Oh, it's going to fall in. And Higginson has a double. That is his 14th double of the season. And we've got another runner in scoring position. Williams drove in the first run. Liner to right. That will be caught. Higgy will tag. Go to third. A little bit of a risky play. And let's see if Travis Lee can drive him in. 1-2 to Lee. And he strikes out looking. That ball looked like it was out of the zone, but as you can see, it was right in the middle somehow. Strand the runner. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's Rusty GREER. Left-hander batting .254 versus lefties. It's a line drive that GILKEY could catch. He does. We know that when the ball, GILKEY's got very poor range out there, so the trajectory for a single always goes to his right. That's how we know. That one looked like it was catchable. That's a fly ball into left center field. That will certainly be caught. I think GILKEY got to that one as well. And Roberto Kelly, 9th. When you get to the 9th batter and you've not given up a hit, it's almost always an automatic hit. Not this time. Popping it up near the second base. And that'll do it. Top of the 4th. Here's Rob Ryan. Struck out the first time. Popping it up down the first base line. Foul ground. Will Clark will make the catch. Here's Todd Walker. I mentioned yesterday, as Walker hits it into the dirt for an error on HASELMAN, that I thought Kevin Elster had hit 3 home runs for the Mets on opening day, and Julio L. fact-checked me, and he did hit 3 home runs, but for the Dodgers against the Giants in the very first game ever at Ballpark. So there was a fact rolling around in my old brain, but I got it incorrectly, and Julio got that for me. Much appreciated. And then I did a deep dive because I know that there was somebody in the Mets in that era who did something that got him arrested. I couldn't remember if it was Kevin Miller, Keith Miller, Kevin Elster. I didn't remember. I looked them all up and I couldn't find any information. Oh, Silky GILKEY, left center field, gone. 479 feet. His 6th home run of the year. It's been a while since he's had a dog. 5-0. To finish that thought, I could not find the player that I was stuck on, as DURAZO strikes out to end the inning. 5-0 lead for Schourek. Luis ALICEA will lead it off. 2nd time through the lineup. 3-1. Right down the middle for a base hit. That is the first base runner for the Rangers. Warren Newsom will strike out looking. 4 Ks for Schourek. So I just don't understand how Brian Anderson, who pitched great yesterday with a 74 rating, and Pete Schourek with an 80 rating can pitch well. But Andy Pettitte, borderline Hall of Famer with a higher rating, just absolutely gets the snot kicked out of him. That's a ground ball to third. Can we go around the horn? ALICEA speedy. Oh, they do turn a double play. That's the third double play in 2 days. Incredible. Top of the fifth. Everything's coming up our, I would say coming up roses, but I don't think that's the phrase I was trying to come up with. I haven't had breakfast yet. I got to get some food in me. My brain is not totally functioning. Hickey walks. Second walk issued by Burkett. Full count to Williams, and they'll walk in. 83 pitches for Burkett. One swing of the bat could knock him right out of the game. T. Lee, 1-2. Waited on that one, drives it to center field. Hickey will tag and go to third again. Williams will hold. 2 down for Rob Ryan. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And a base hit to center field. Hickey will score. Williams to third. Whoa. No, we're not going to run on Bobby. And that will do it. Knocked him right out of the ball game. In comes Barry Johnson. Take a look at his numbers. Pretty damn good, actually, for a rookie. Longtime minor leaguer. He actually was called up this season from AAA. Opponents are batting under 200 against him. Pretty solid. One pitch guy, really. Okay. And they bring in a righty to face the lefty. Here's Todd Walker. 1-1. Whoa! That came in hard. That was a fastball. Interesting. All right. Okay, we get another run. It's 6-0. Really would like to see Schourek get through this inning. He's faced the minimum batters. Juan GONZALEZ going to get him twice. Jammed him inside. Lee has not committed an error at first base. That's a part-time guy. Mike Lamb grounding out to short. And Bill HASELMAN takes ball 4. First walk issued by Schourek. Can never be easy. Here's Rusty GREER. And a base hit. 5th inning is always the inning. If you have a shutout, the 5th inning is the inning that the most damage could occur. Not today. Michael Young popping it up. As long as it's caught. Yes, there we go. What's wrong with my brain? Let me grab some Gatorade here. Okay. All right. Barry Johnson back out. Here's J. Bell. Full count to Bell. Ground ball to shortstop. It's a 9-pitch at bat. 1 out. Bernard GILKEY went deep last time. Barry Johnson, I mean, every pitch he throws is in a good spot. Look at that. Close to the strike zone. All 4 corners. Let's take a look at the in-game stats here before we let DURAZO bat. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Full count. Oh, man, he is pinpoint control. Barry Johnson looking good. Okay, now I believe Schourek has only gone like 5 innings every single time. Well, he did that for a while. And then 6. And then another 6. So we really know that he's in the danger zone. Danger zone. Let's see if he can get through this inning. We're not going to mess around. If he lets a couple guys get on, we'll pull him. There we go. All right. So that's a double. Oh, it's going to be a single. That's all we're going to. Well, shit. What do we do here? No, we're taking him out. Sorry. I know it's risky because our bullpen sucks, but we already know what's about to happen. That run is going to score. We're going to bring in Chris Hammond. He's got a 45 endurance. I'd like to see him get at least through GREER. Will Kelly be running? I don't think he would with a lefty on the mound now. 2-2. Oh, that's a great pitch. And he should have been running. That would have been a good pitch to go on. 1 out. Warren NEWSON. Oh, and he strikes out. Okay. Back up against the wall here for Will Clark. 125 hitter. 0-1. Poop on a stick. One swing of the bat will have it. Like cut in half. Well, fly ball. Can of corn. Good job. All right. 7th inning. We don't have enough runs, I'll tell you that right now. Johnson, I mean, look at his pitch location. Just drawing a stick figure out there. It's a head. It's a smiley face. All right, Bobby. Somebody's got to get a hit here. Larry Johnson should be a starting pitcher. And Matty will. There we go. Matt Williams, his second hit, continues to be hot. Everybody in the lineup has a hit except for Rodriguez and Jay Bell. There's ball 4. Barry Johnson, tired. Rob Ryan, 1-1. Making him pay! Get out of here! Off the wall for a stand-up double. Another run scores. 8th double of the year for Rob Ryan. 7-0 D-backs. And one swing and Todd Walker make me actually feel like we could get a win today. Nope. Oh, that might find a hole. Get down. Oh, no. It's going to be caught by Bobby Kelly. Okay, bottom of the 7th inning. We're going to let Hammond go another inning here with the 2 lefties due up. Whatever happens when we get to GREER, he'll be done. Here we go. Lamb striking out. 3 Ks for Hammond. HASELMAN. Oh, a ground ball that gets past Bell. Damn it. Runner on first. We could really use a double play here. Nope. Can never be easy. 1 1/3 for Hammond. He's responsible for the 2 base runners. And yes, I know, we really should not be bringing in Russ Springer. Springer rhymes with dinger. He's given up 4 of them already. Michael Young, unlikely to hit a home run. 2-2 to Young. Oh, I thought that was going to be a strikeout the way that was located. And it's a double play. Oh, I did not expect that. 3-6-3 double play. We got the defense going. We got the pitching going. The hitting's been good. We go to the top of the 8th. They're going to bring out BJ for a 3rd inning of work. The Beach. And Jay Bell flying out, so he's going to take a big fat O for today. Bernard GILKEY grounding it to second. And DURAZO. I mean, this guy's tired. We should be clobbering it. That's stupid. If that was our guy that we had left in there, he would be just getting destroyed. There's Roberto Kelly. Caught by Williams on the line. .276 hitter. Okay, so we'll leave Springer in there to face ALICEA. 2-2. And he strikes him out. Springer coming out. Great job by him. Did not expect that. Omar Dahl. I would like to leave Dahl in there to wrap up the ball game. We have a 7-run lead, so not a safe situation. But I would like him to close out the ball game. There's a ground ball to short. Top of the 9th inning. Pudge. Got to get off the schneid. He does have an RBI today. There we go. Oh, nope. That's going to be caught. How are they leaving Barry Johnson in there? And how is he? He's got a 2-hitter. It makes no sense. Bobby and Matt Williams. Oh, an error on the third baseman, Mike Lamb. He boots it. Let's get some unearned runs. How are we not getting hits? Finally, they're going to bring in Xavier Hernandez, a right-hander, to face T. Lee. 1 for 3 with a walk today. And he rolls it on down to short. Okay. 3 outs away from a shutout. Did I just jinx it? No, he strikes out. Will the thrill. Look at all the Ks among the first 3 batters. One gone. This is a tough one here. 2-2. Not his day striking him out. And will we end the game by striking out the side the same way we began the ball game? 2-1. Ground ball to Williams. And that's the ball game. Diamondbacks beat the Rangers 7-0. Handshakes, butt slaps, slappy steaks. Okay, feeling good about that. All right, let's go to simulate here. We got to be patient. Now, yesterday, I guess I could talk here while this is working itself out. Yesterday, I went through and I put each individual player up for a trade just to see what we could get. I didn't try to trade for anyone who was a regular everyday player on a team. I was only looking at prospects. And a lot of our players, people were willing to take off our hands. There wasn't very many that were willing to give up a top echelon prospect. So, if we get to the point where we need to trade people off, shed payroll, build for the future, get some, quadruple A level talent to fill in as our better players that we've drafted, work their way up through the system, that may be what we have to do. Every player on our roster that was making a contract over $1 million, there was interest in. So we really could get our payroll down to like the Florida Marlins level or the Pittsburgh Pirates level, and rebuild from there. I mean, there's nothing that says we can't pick up a free agent in the off season. We could do that. It still says it's simulating. Let's just see if we can't hurry it along. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why it just didn't go on its own, but we're going to play one day and move along to the A's series. And of course, now that's going to save and take a minute. So anyway, I'm just letting you know that we're still a month away from the trade deadline, and there may be, a fire sale of some sort. We'll just have to see how that goes. Okay, still simulating, and then we're done. Okay, let's take a look at the standings officially here. There's an NL. We're 31-39. We've won back-to-back games. We're only 8 out in the West. Nobody's won 40 games yet. That seems ridiculous. Nobody in the National League has a .600 winning percentage. That seems unlikely. We are in Game 70, so we're getting pretty close to the midway point, and I'm very curious to see where we stand on the home run totals compared to what they were in 1998. Remember, I lowered the home run potential by 20%. So I'm curious to see where we stand. We'll tabulate it and see what happens. There's the American League for you. Headline news: Brainiac baseball delivery. Dodgers and Nomo shut down the Mariners. That's his second shutout of the season, according to the Daily Beat. Bobby Smith suffers a broken wrist for the expansion Devil Rays. He can't swing a bat. He's going to miss 9 months. Red Sox trounced the Mets for their 40th win, so the Red Sox get their 40th. Lou Merloni leads the victory. Colorado moves to within 2 games. There's Dave Perez. Okay, take a look at trades. Okay, we are starting to see more retirements now after the draft, making room on rosters. You know what? We'll take a look here after this. We'll look at the free agents. Maybe a bunch of people got cut. Steve Ontiveros, one time led... Wait, is this the same guy? Yeah, he once led the American League in ERA. Am I wrong? Yeah, it was in '94 in the strike-shortened year. He 115 innings pitched, and I believe he won the ERA title that year. That's correct. All right, and he's retired. Has not pitched since '95. And Mike Gardner of Florida is going to retire after those 3 seasons at Detroit. I don't blame him. Okay, let's take a look at, as we go back to the calendar, let's take a look at free agents. And let's put them in order of their peak. Oh, no, what they're asking for, right? Okay. Wait, Joe Carter? Like the Joe Carter? 38 years old. I mean, 85 power? If we had a DH spot, he would be in it. We could do that, but otherwise, that doesn't really make sense. And then a lot of undrafted free agents here from this last draft. Let's see. Scrolling on down. Troy O'Neill. There's Luis Polonia. There's Stankiewicz. We got rid of him. Billy Ripken. These are all the schlubs. Archie Cianfrocco. He's got power, does he not? Yeah, 84. We have a log jam at first base, but I don't know why this guy would not be on the team. Okay, let's take a look at the pitchers here now. Dan Miceli was cut by the Padres. A 74 rating. That is a guy that we could use, but I'm not paying $345,000 for some schlub when we got schlubs all lined up in AAA. And I think everybody else here is pretty much our old schlubs. Scott Brow. Oh, yeah, he got cut. Wait, did we cut him? I think we did, didn't we? Oh, yeah, that was us. All right. Yeah, we cut him to make room. Okay. All right, so not a lot to see there. Let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Be a subscriber. Get in on the giveaway. It's free. Just let me know in the comments below that you want in. You have a chance to win that Albert Pujols actual game ticket from 2017. Player of the game. Interesting. I think we're going to give it to Mr. Silky Gilkey. He had a home run, scored a couple runs, 2 RBI. He did get caught stealing. Oh, he could have had a shoe and a shot. That would have been cool. Pete Schourek went 5 innings, did not give up a run. He gets his 6th win of the year. And our bullpen did their job. We did bring in our best 3 options. And we struck out 10 batters among the 4 pitchers. John Burkett takes the loss. He's 3-8. A 5-hitter for our pitching staff. Barry Johnson, yeah, he did give up a run, but you know what? Pitched pretty damn good. I like that guy. Okay, that's it. We are going to come back tomorrow and play the first game of the Oakland A's series at the Coliseum. That'll be fun. Until then, everyone, have a great day.